to this economics class and very good afternoon. As you know that in our previous class, we have discussed about methods of calculating national income. So as far as till now, we did national income using value-added method as well as income method, right? So very quickly comment in the comment section that what is the end result of value-added method? What is the end result of value-added method? Yes, comment fast. What is the end result of value-added method? Finally, what answer you will receive after using value-added method? And also mention that what will be the end result of income method. When you use income method, what finally answer you generate and in what terms. So comment it fast. Then we will proceed further with the third method, that is expenditure method. So yes, answer fast. As far as, yes, very good, very nice. Okay, fine. Very good. So that is GDP and MP as far as value method is concerned. And what about your income method? In case of income method, what is the end result? Mention fast. What is the end result in case of income method? Very nice. That is NDP at, not MP, it is FC, right? NDP at FC. Fine. So as far as value added method is concerned, we calculate. Very nice. Very correct answer. Okay. So for value added method, we receive GDP at MP, and in case of income method, we calculate NDP at FC. So as far as expenditure method is concerned, so what expenditure method is, first of all, let's discuss that. As far as the name itself suggests, expenditure. So in this case, national income will be measured in terms of expenditure. Expenditure on what? Expenditure on final goods and services, right? Which is being produced in the economy during an accounting year. So that is what expenditure method. Expenditure on final goods. Now final goods, you already know that. Final good is that kind of the good which is a good already crossed the boundary line of production, right? They are considered to be as the final goods. Secondly, can be used by the producers as well as can be used by the consumers too, right? So expenditure method, what would be the end result of expenditure method? So in case of expenditure method, the end result which you get in order to calculate national income, that will be same GDP and MP. But you know that for calculating national income, we denote it with the term NI is denoted with the term NNP at FC. It means net national product at factor cost. This we have to calculate. So definitely we need conversion now. NNP at FC. So for conversion, you know the conversion, how to do it. So you have to tell me what would be the conversion of it. So convert G into N. It means first G is gross and first N always will be net, right? So from gross to net, what I should do? In order to convert gross into net, what should I do? Very good, very nice. That will be less depreciation. Very good. Now second is D to N. D to N means domestic to national. What should be the treatment for the conversion? For domestic, yes, very good. Add NFIA, that is net factor income from abroad. Very good. Last is, you can see the PP is common in both the cases, so no conversion. MP to FC, now I have to go. MP to FC. So what should be the treatment? Very nice. Deduct NIT. What is NIT? That is net indirect taxes. If suppose it is not given, then indirect taxes would be there in the question as well as subsidies. Right? So when you deduct indirect taxes and subsidies together, then you will get your answer as net indirect taxes, which you have to deduct for the conversion of MP to FC. What is MP? That is market price, and factor cost denotes FC. So I hope till here it is clear to everybody. Coming to the next very important thing is, as I said that for expenditure method, we are talking about the expenditures, right? So let's classify the expenditures now. What kind of expenditure? Final expenditures. So let's see that. So we are talking about the expenditure, and that is going to be, let's see, the classification. Classification of final expenditure. Right. So when you are talking about final expenditure, I already told you that expenditure can be done by the consumers also and can be done by the producers as well, and also by the government too. So let's see how we are going to categorize it. So the first one is private final consumption expenditure. What is the first one? That is private final consumption expenditure. Now, who are going to do it? It can be done by households, by individuals, even by non-profit institutions. Right. So who are going to do this? This private final consumption, who are going to do it? It can be done by either by households, by individuals, or also by non-profit institution. Then what kind of expenditure it will be? It includes the consumer services. It also includes the consumer goods, final goods like durable, non-durable goods. Now, what are the durable and non-durable goods? As far as the durable goods are concerned, these are those kind of the goods which can be used for several years repeatedly, right? Like for example, machineries, tractors can be used for several years. Then your non-durable goods. Non-durable goods can also be referred as single act of consumption good. Like for example, bread and butter can be consumed at one time and cannot the same unit can be consumed again because already it is inside your tummy. So that same unit cannot come out and you are going to use it. So this is called as a single act of consumption. Fine. So these are being used private final consumption expenditure. These expenditure denotes that these are done by the households. यानी कि consumers ये expenditure कर रहे हैं. So this will be denoted as C. अब when you are going to see the formula, जब हम formula की बात करेंगे expenditure method की, so there instead of writing private final consumption expenditure this much of the content, I'll be writing over there C, simply C, right? So remember it, it will be denoted with C. Second you have is definitely consumers are doing some expenditure that the government also will do. So government final consumption expenditure. Right. So these are the expenditures which are being done by the government. Now it will be denoted with capital G. Right. Now government is going to do some expenditure of what? Of, or you can say it as on the purchase of goods, final goods and services. For example, like for defense personnel, right? For their consumption, government is purchasing goods and services, right? So this is going to include in case of government final consumption expenditure denoted with G. Now third one you have is gross domestic capital formation or investment expenditure. It is actually popularly known as investment expenditure. So this will be denoted with capital R. right? So remember that this investment expenditure or gross domestic capital formation will be denoted with I. As you know that the final result of expenditure method is GDP at MP. So definitely we are talking about gross value. We don't have to take any net value over there. But yes, if in the question it is asked for net, then the conversion part will be. Okay. So here it is written gross domestic capital formation and investment expenditure. So you know that there are some goods like final goods which are being purchased by the producers for further use in the process of production. So these are coming in the category of investment expenditure. Why the producers are purchasing these final goods? It is a kind of investment from their point of view. And why they are doing this kind of investment? So that from that particular, suppose he has purchased a machinery. That machinery he is going to use for further several years, right? And at a minimum cost, let's say the cost of the machinery when he purchased it was 1 lakh rupees, and he is going to use that machinery for 10 years. Then you know that if it is being used for 10 years, then definitely 1 lakh, the principal amount of whatever he has invested in it, as far as rest profit has been generated from that particular point of machinery. So that is the reason it is a kind of investment expenditure for further capital generation, right? So this is denoted with I. Now this capital, as far as gross domestic capital formation is concerned, first let's see what are the types of investment expenditure, then I'll come to this. So I'll write it here. As far as investment expenditure is concerned, it is basically of two types. One is fixed and another one is inventory, right? So when you are talking about fixed and inventory, so let's first discuss about fixed. So when we talk about fixed, it means the expenditure is being done for the purchase of fixed assets, right? So that is the reason it is fixed investments. When you're purchasing only fixed assets, that is called as fixed investment. Inventory means simply stock. So when you are purchasing stock, right, now it can be closing also, it can be opening also. As far as the word inventory is concerned, it is actually a change, or you can say it as a consumption of the entire stock during the year. Now, some of the stock will be opening, some of the stock will be closing also, right? So here we are having, first let's discuss about fixed again. In case of fixed, it can be denoted with several names. Like for example, business fixed investment, right? Secondly, it will be first is business fixed investment, then investment by households in terms of construction of houses. So if any investment which is done by the households for the construction of houses, that is also being included in the part of fixed investment. Like sometimes in the question, fixed investment is not clearly given. So then you have to see whether business investment is given or not, whether this investment by household in terms of construction is given or not, that you are going to see. Then third one, which is very important, that is public or government investment, right? So this investment shows that when government do some kind of the expenditure in order to construct roads, dams, right? Something like that. So then this comes in the category of this kind of expenditure, right? So if fixed investment is not given clearly, then these things will be given to you, right? And if it is given clear, then no need to go for it. Then coming to this area, inventory simply is delta stock. Now one thing very important over here which I was discussing, gross domestic capital formation. If suppose in the question आपको gross domestic capital formation नहीं लिखा है, It is given gross domestic fixed capital formation, right? या तो लिखा होगा gross domestic fixed capital formation होगा. Might be it is given fixed capital formation. Or might be given final capital formation. Right? If suppose this is not given, gross domestic capital formation is not given clearly in the question, but in place of that you have gross domestic fixed capital formation or fixed capital formation or final capital formation. Then in all the cases, even including these all cases, what you are supposed to do? In that case, you have to add. What you have to add? You have to add inventory stock. So inventory includes delta stock, which means you already know that what delta stock is. That is closing minus opening. So closing minus opening stock, that must be added if investment expenditure या फिर ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन अगर ये क्लियरली क्वेश्चन में नहीं लिखा हुआ है और इनमें से कुछ भी अगर आपको क्वेश्चन में दिया है तो देन इन दैट केस stock has to be added, means delta stock has to be added, that is closing minus opening stock. Is that clear? Please mention in your comment section that till here it is clear to you. Then I'll move forward. It's clear, right? Okay. So you know that it will be denoted with I, right? Now last point is left. I'll mention it here. Last one is net export. Right, net exports, which can be mentioned as capital X minus M, where X denotes exports, right? M denotes imports. Now, as far as export is concerned, it is the expenditure on what kind of goods which are domestically produced in your own country, right? And it is the expenditure on the goods which are being produced abroad, not in your own country. So this is import and this is export. So what you have to do for getting this net exports, X minus M, right? So these are the 4 points which are required for calculating or for measuring, for estimating expenditure, national income through expenditure method. Now expenditure method is also known as consumption and investment method. I repeat, consumption and investment method. Also income disposal method. So ये दो method इसके extra you can say that it is also known as with the name of income disposal method, and also what is the another name? Consumption and investment method. Right? So this much is clear to everybody. Please mention fast yes in your comment section, and then we will come up to the practical questions so as to identify whether how to use it. Okay, very nice. I got the responses in affirmation. So let's start. Now, one thing more I would like to clear here, that now when I mention the formula, I'm not going to write it the all detailed names like private, final, consumption, expenditure. Simply I'll use C. So C denotes private, final, consumption, expenditure, right? And when I use G, what does G symbolizes? G symbolizes government, final, consumption, expenditure. Got it? And when I use I means either investment expenditure or you can say it as gross domestic capital formation. Is that clear? Coming to the last one, which is X minus M, I'll write now. X minus M. So where X minus M denotes that? Exports minus imports. So this is what the formula. Now let's erase it very quickly and come to the question. In the meanwhile time, please very quickly mention that types of investment. What are the types of investment? Very quickly mention in your comment section. Till the time being, I'm just clearing out the board, right? Please mention your answers fast in the comment section. Types of investment expenditure. What are the types of investment expenditure? Very good. That is fixed and inventory. Very nice. As far as fixed investment is concerned, it is done on what types of goods or might be assets? Fixed assets, right? And as far as inventory is concerned, what about inventory? Inventory investment, change in stock. Very nice. Change in stock means? Change in stock means? Yes. Please mention fast. What do you mean by change in stock? Great. That is closing minus opening stock. Fine. So now let's have the example over here. So as you know, I used to mention the question this side. So this is your question. What you have to calculate, that I'm going to mention first. So calculate. This is GDP at, you have to calculate first of all MP and FC also. So what you have to do is you have to calculate GDP at MP and as well as at FC. Okay. So now let's mention the items here. Number one, I have is gross investment. That is how much? 90. This is in crores, right? Then I have number two, net exports. How much it is? 10. Number three, I have this NIT. This NIT is how much? 5. Number 4 is given here is depreciation, DDE. That is how much? 15. Next number I have is net factor income from abroad. That is NFIA. What is NFIA? How much is? Negative 5. Then I have is private final consumption expenditure. Right? This is 350. Then I have next one is number 7 and the last one, that is government purchases of goods and services. That is how much? 100. Okay. Now, if you see in this question, what we have? We have is gross investment, net exports, we have NIT, we have depreciation, NFIA, private final consumption, and government purchases of goods and services. This is simply that only, government final consumption expenditure, which is given with the name as purchases. So government करती क्या? Purchase ही करती है ना goods and services का. In case of government final consumption expenditure. So this is written government purchases of goods and services. तो confuse नहीं होना है. If it is not given government final consumption expenditure, so that is same. That is same only. ठीक है. अब now let's write down first the formula. What we calculate with this expenditure method, that is GDP at MP. It means first thing we will be able to calculate in the question. We are asked to calculate, very nice. I am getting the answers also. Everybody has given the answer that GDP at MP is 550 and GDP at FC is 547. Very nice. It means this revision class is actually very effective, as if those who have done this at the time when I was teaching it, you have done it very nicely. Very good. So it means GDP at MP are still, those who have joined this class for new for them. So what we have to do is first is C. C means private final consumption expenditure. ठीक है, यही होगा ना? Okay. So private final consumption expenditure is C. Then plus G. G means this government purchases, right? Then I have this R. I means investment. ठीक है, gross में होना चाहिए. And then X minus M. ठीक है, इसको ऐसे लिख लेते हैं. So just according to this formula, I have to put up the figures. ठीक है? So first is C. C is private final consumption, where it is sixth number. Private final consumption expenditure 350. This is 350 plus government purchases. This is 100. Then investment. Where is investment? This one. Gross investment is 90. Then plus within bracket, as exports minus this imports will be done in that process जब आपको question में it is given separately, means exports भी दिया है, imports भी दिया है, तो उस केस में क्या करना होगा आपको x minus m करना होगा. But question क्या कह रहा है net exports, it means कुछ नहीं करना है, बस amount लिखना है. So I will not do this procedure. Will be mentioning straight away 10. ठीक है. What I have to do is just we have to add it. So this is going to be 100. This is also 100, 200, and then 3 plus 2, 5. So 550. ये क्या हुआ आपका? This is GDP at MP. तो GDP at MP तो कैलकुलेट कर लिया है. What we have to do is just only the conversion for calculating GDP at FC. So write down GDP at FC. Always remember जो कैलकुलेट करना होता है उसको लेफ्ट हैंड साइड लिखते हैं और जो कैलकुलेट हो चुका है उसको हम राइट हैंड साइड मेंशन करते हैं. So what I calculated is GDP at MP. अभी फॉर्मूला हमें बनाना होगा. I don't know how to calculate that GDP at FC. So you guys are going to help me out. As I can see here, this GDP and GDP is the same. So no conversion required for GDP and GDP. What is required? The conversion where it is. From MP to FC, what I should do? Should I add NIT or should I deduct NIT? Okay, I'm getting the replies as I should deduct NIT. Very nice. So NIT must be deducted. क्यों? क्योंकि आप MP से FC जा रहे हो. अगर FC से MP आते तो then what we should have done? तो हम क्या कर देते हैं उसको ऐड कर देते हैं. बट अभी क्या कर रहे हैं हम MP से FC जा रहे हैं. So that is the reason we are going to deduct it. Now let's see, do we have clearly in the question or NIT or not? क्या मेरे को कैलकुलेट करना होगा? So I can see NIT is given very clearly in the question. I don't have to do anything. So just simply put the answer. This is 550, right? अभी हमने कैलकुलेट किया था GDP at MP minus 5. How much it will be? 545. ये क्या कैलकुलेट हो गया आपका? GDP at FC. So we have got the final answer. So answer is first one. We were asked to calculate GDP at MP, which is 550 crore. And then secondly, we were asked to calculate GDP at FC, which is how much? Yes, very nice. 545 crore. So any doubt till here in the question? Yes, please mention in the comment section if you have any doubt in the question. No, right? So this method is clear to you as far as expenditure method is concerned? Yes, is this method clear to you for expenditure method? Yes, method is clear. Fine. One more thing I would like to add over here. If suppose ये gross investment की जगह पर लिखा होता, just imagine कि gross investment की जगह पर लिखा होता, क्या लिखा होता? कि ये है gross domestic fixed, है ना, fixed capital formation. अब जब आपको ये मिला होता, जबकि डोमेस्टिक के बाद कैपिटल हो तब तो कुछ नहीं करना है, लेकिन डोमेस्टिक के बाद जब फिक्स्ड लगा है, जब भी आपको कहीं भी फिक्स्ड वर्ड दिख जाए, फिक्स्ड वर्ड जहां से आपको दिखा, जिस भी नाम के साथ दिख रहा है, चाहे बिजनेस के साथ फिक्स्ड दिख रहा हो या फिर लिखा हुआ हो कि इन्वेस्टमेंट बाय द हाउसहोल्ड्स या फिक्स्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट बाय द हाउसहोल्ड, राइट, ऐसा लिखा हुआ है, या ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक फिक्स्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट लिखा है या सिर्फ फिक्स्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट लिखा है, तो हमने क्या बोला था आपको? डेल्टा स्टॉक को ऐड करना होगा. तो इट मींस क्वेश्चन में और क्या इंफॉर्मेशन गिवन होगी. सो वी विल बी गेटिंग फर्स्ट थिंग इज कि क्लोजिंग क्या है हमारे क्वेश्चन में, राइट, जिसमें मैंने 50 रुपीस क्लोजिंग का दे दिया है, एंड सेकंड इज ओपनिंग. ठीक है, ओपनिंग सपोज 10. तो यहां पर इफ यू विल सी द फॉर्मूला ऑफ कैलकुलेटिंग डेल्टा एस, और कैलकुलेटिंग डेल्टा एस it is C minus O, है ना. अब सपोज C is larger than O, तो ये तो बहुत इजी है कैलकुलेट करना, क्योंकि 40 पॉजिटिव में ही आएगा. बट अगर हम फिगर्स को रिवर्स कर दें, राइट। तो अब रिवर्स करने पर क्या होगा, C माइनस O में फिगर रिवर्स हो रही है। इट मींस अब ओपनिंग कितना है आपका 50 है और ये कितना है, ये 10 है। तो इन दैट केस आई मेंशन हियर 10 एंड हियर 50। तो अब क्या आंसर पॉजिटिव में होगा? व्हाट थिंग विल बी पॉजिटिव? नो, इट विल बी नेगेटिव। तो अब ये 40 नेगेटिव है तो आपको ब्रैकेट में मेंशन करना होगा, राइट। ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक फिक्स्ड कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन यानी कि G D F C F प्लस तो अब लिखोगे बट ब्रैकेट में -40 होगा। Got it? So that when you will come to the next step, प्लस माइनस में क्या होगा? प्लीज कमेंट, प्लस माइनस में क्या होगा? What it will be? प्लस माइनस में माइनस। वेरी नाइस। तो ये साइन किसमें चेंज हो जाएगा? माइनस में। तो अब जो हम कह रहे थे जीडीपी कह रहे हैं, ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक फिक्स्ड कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन में ऐड करने के लिए, क्योंकि फिगर नेगेटिव में आया तो वो कन्वर्ट होकर नेगेटिव हो गया। तो नाउ दीस टू आर गोइंग टू बी डिडक्टेड। ठीक है। So I think today's topic of expenditure method and as well as the question example associated with it is clear to you. So if you have any doubt, you can ask, else we'll wind up the session. Yes, please comment fast in the comment section. Okay, it's clear. Very nice. Okay. Yes. Very good. So as far as I can see the replies, that no one is having any doubt related to this topic. As far as the topic is actually very easy. And one more thing, as far as the calculation of national income is concerned, so this particular method is very, very important in terms of your final examinations, CBSE board examinations. So thank you so much guys for watching this particular class, and now we will meet in the next class very soon. So till then, goodbye and take care.